Brandon Aiyuk is practicing today fully. So is Ben Garland. From what I saw with Brandon Aiyuk, he should be good enough at wide receiver, especially for a team that's run first and likes to throw to running backs and tight ends. He's healthy. Let's see what he does against the Jets, because I think he's going to do really well, or well enough for a run first team. I think the issue with Aiyuk's going to be consistency and durability, because the issue is not athleticism or quickness or route running or hand-eye coordination. It's none of that stuff. It's like, is he going to pull his hamstring again? Does he fully know the offense? Is he going to play like a rookie? Is he injury prone? Remember, part of the reason he fell to the Niners is he ran a 4.5 40 because he had a sports hernia. So this year he's had a sports hernia and a hamstring pull. That's 2 soft tissue injuries. That's not good. And it's not because he doesn't work out enough. He's not in shape. I see him. He's clearly a very hard worker. Maybe he's working too hard. Maybe that's his thing. But if he's healthy this week, he's going to make a big difference, a huge difference. He's going to be enough. I don't think the Niners have any excuses. I don't think they should lose to the Jets. Can we talk about the Jets for a second? I'm kind of going everywhere. I'm a little off topic. But I looked at their roster. My goodness. That's an NFL team. It kind of reminds me of the 2016 49ers. The 2016 49ers, where their best players were Jeremy Curley. Best targets, weapons. Jeremy Curley, Vance McDonald, Carlos Hyde. It was like a quadruple A baseball team. It was bad. The Jets have their best player on offense is Jamison Crowder. Seriously. That's the guy the Niners have to shut down. He went for 115 yards last week. The outside receivers, Crowder's in the slot. The outside receivers are freaking Brashad Perriman and Chris Hogan. Okay. The starting running back is Frank Gore, because Le'Veon Bell's on IR. Frank Gore. Look, I love Frank Gore, but the guy lost. The guy hasn't had any explosion in his legs since 2013. I respect his longevity, and he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he's not going to rush for more than, 30 yards on Sunday? Really, this is a gift from the football gods. The fact that they got the Jets week 2. Because really, if the Niners were going against a legitimate team, they could go 0-2, 0-3. These next few weeks without Deebo Samuel and Richard Sherman, and God knows what you're going to get from George Kittle, depending on Brandon Aiyuk to step up. The season could have been over before it started. But now there's a very high chance the Niners come back to Santa Clara 2-1. And at 2-1, they're fine. So they got to thank the schedule makers. They got to thank the Jets for being the Jets. You got to thank Adam Gase for being just the least inspirational, motivational head coach. So yeah, the Niners lucked out. They got the Jets. Do you understand how bad the Jets are? Have you looked at that roster? So what I'm expecting in this game is the Niners to give up I have 1,000 Periscope followers? Wow, thanks. I expect the Niners to give up 10 points. This game needs to look like the game against the Browns last year. The games against the Packers. The game against the Vikings. I want to see that. I want to see that all across the board from the Niners. I want to see Sam Darnold shaking in his boots, because that's the effect the Niners D-line is supposed to have on quarterbacks, pocket passers. I want to see the Niners imposing their will on the ground game. Remember that game against the Vikings? That was a really good defense. You're going against the worst team in the league here. Run the ball. Mostert should average more than 3.7 yards per carry. Javon Kinlaw should have more than 1 tackle. The Niners should have more than 1 sack. They should have 6 sacks. It should be utter domination on defense. I don't expect the Niners offense to be as good because they're missing a bunch of starters, but they should be good too. They should be able to run the ball enough to win, period. Forget the wide receivers. It shouldn't matter. The Jets. It shouldn't have mattered last week against the Cardinals. The Niners totally mismanaged that game.